Now, let's have a listen. Sally Spencer was up on Wendy's panel just a couple of days ago. She said she couldn't stand looking at me. Bryan is a woman. Then why are you going after women? Right? She's sitting on a panel while they're picking at me and blaming it on me when she saw in the first place. She said, Steph's having a go at Bryan because Bryan had a go at her. No, I didn't have a go at her. And then she said, well, Fod has never had a go at Bryan. Never had. And Fod, every time Fod sees him, he's got something smart to say. Or whatever the fuck it is. But this woman that everybody thinks is so bright is a hypocrite. It's not me going after attacking women. When they put up pictures of me and they say things, about me, I have a right to respond. It doesn't matter what, I have a penis, so I have to not say anything? Is that what it is? You are equal. You women are supposed to be equal to us. What are you, so weak and fragile that you can't handle it after you put out an insult on somebody and they give it back to you, no matter who they are? But I want you guys to hear this hypocrite here. Listen. Just for a little while, then I'm going back to bed. And I'll go through the comments, too.
The title of my video, I want to talk about BryanSt.John. And I want to talk about all this crazy, nasty mess that's surrounding him. And yeah, I'm going to get into trouble for this video, I think, from woman. Bryan, let me tell you something. Women petrify me. Absolutely petrify me. I don't understand them. And I don't really know what they want. Because as a woman who's been around a while, been in some pretty shady places, seen some pretty shady things, you do not intimidate me, you do not insult me, you don't make me feel any less than a woman, because it's not how a man is around me that makes me feel like a woman or whatever, okay? I know I'm a woman. Already. I love being a woman.
This is the same woman who says now, because she's trying to align with the creator that she is attached to, like she just said, it says Bryan is a woman. Bryan is a woman. Don't put his picture up. I don't want to look at him. He disgusts me.
That's all. I don't want to change him because I like him as he is. You see, if he's doing something that I don't like, okay, I don't want to change him because I like him as he is. I don't want to change him because I like him as he is. I don't want to change him because I like him as he is. You see, if he's doing something that I don't like, okay, I'll state it, I'll wait for the live to finish, and I'll leave a message in the comment section under the YouTube thing, but I'll do it nicely.
Mm-hmm. Don't put his picture up. He disgusts me. Bryan is a woman. What's wrong with you, Bryan?
Okay. Or else I'll just click off that live and I'll go and find something else. I won't leave a nasty comment. I won't say, oh, I'm leaving because you're so rude. No, I'll just go away. I don't have to announce to anybody that I am leaving or I can't listen to you anymore and I'm going to unsub from you because you're nasty. No. For what? I just go away. And if I really don't like them, I unsub and I don't go back. This business, this lynch mob that's going on. Oh, we have to get him out of our community. How can he be here abusing women? Me, 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 me. And yet there are women who are way more abusive.
Just like that panel that you sat on over on Wendy's the other day.
But nobody lifts a finger to say anything.
No, they join in, like you did.
Just allowed to trample and to divide. But that's okay, because that's woman going at woman. Now, another thing. If I go at a man in a coarse way, I know exactly what I'm going to get back. And I don't expect anything less. Just because you're a woman, that gives you the right to swear and curse out and insult a man, and he must go, oh, thank you, dear. Sorry.
Not sorry.
Sorry. That don't give you the right to do that to the man. Because if you're a woman and you do that to me, I'm going to clap you down. I'm going to clap you down. If you do it to a man, and you expect him to treat you with dignity in his reply to you after you've cursed him, insulted him, demeaned him, dehumanized him, and everything else, then there's something wrong with you.
Oh, really?
Seriously?
Very seriously.
I know. And I accept that if I go at a man, okay, and call him every name that was ever invented, okay, and cursed him and insulted him and demeaned him, I know exactly what I'm going to get back.
That's right.
If you're not prepared to get back what you've given out, don't give it out.
That's right.
And then you want to run and cry, oh, look what he did to me. He called me a C-U-N-T. Yes, darling, but you called him worse.
With pictures and everything, Sally.
You called him worse.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this is what I don't understand. You want to be equal, okay? But then on the other hand, you want to be handled like porcelain dolls.
Yeah.
But you want equality.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of equality do you want?
Yeah. Tell him, Sally.
I don't want a man to respect me just because I'm a woman. No way, it's not in a million years. You're insulting my intelligence. I want a man to respect me for the person that I am.
Absolutely.
Okay? No, a woman can't be equal to a man and a man can't be equal to a woman because they're things that men can do, okay, that women can't. And they're things that women have and can do, okay, that men can't.
Give birth.
So equality, and that's it, you'll never have it. But equality as a person, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be treated any differently just because I'm a woman. What's that? That's like saying to somebody, you're perfect for the job, okay? You're absolutely perfect. Your qualifications are the best I've ever seen. But because you have the ability to fall pregnant, you can't have the job. Is that what you want? So I can swear you out, okay, you man, but because I'm a woman, you can't swear me out. What nonsense is that?
Nonsense.
What nonsense is that? How many of you women, okay, get into a situation where somebody is either bullying you or taunting you or hurting you somehow, okay? Not physically, I'm not talking about physically, okay? I'm talking about verbally, emotionally, okay? And without a thought, you lash out with your mouth. How many of you do that? Now, the man that you're all pointing a finger at, okay, and virtually trying to cut and skin him and hang him up, okay, has been cornered and called every name that you can possibly think of, okay? Even the creator of child murderer. Now, in those circumstances,
They were doing that in the chat that she was in, and Wendy made a comment with Sally on panel. Maybe I'll start talking about his son.
what are you going to do, woman? Are you going to sit there and politely say, please don't do that?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you going to lose your shit
Mm-hmm.
and come out swinging like a real gutter slut? I know I am.
That's right.
You can't demand one set of rules for one person, but when it comes to you, no, it's a completely different set of rules. No, it's one set of rules for all, or no rules at all. These people that are calling for Brian to be thrown out of the community, what right do you have to do that? The community doesn't belong to you, number one, okay? Number two, community in such a loose sense, because it's where? It's on YouTube, okay? And anybody from anywhere in the world can come and follow you, whether they belong to your community or not. I belong to no community. None. I don't want to. Because I think labels are a load of shit. Hunt on YouTube. And I will sub to who I want. I mean, dig freaking mine shafts. Some of the filthiest accusations and words have been used against him. By woman. By woman, please note.
This is the same woman who said Brian is a woman. I don't want to look at him. He's disgusting.
who now want to hold themselves on a moral pedestal. We are the rulers and the queens of morality, and we've got to get rid of this dangerous, dangerous man. Seriously?
Yeah.
When some of the filth that comes out of your mouths makes me want to puke.
Sitting on a panel with people who are putting up pictures of me as if I was a donkey or something like that. She sat on that panel after saying all this.
Because it's twisted and it's vile and it's vindictive and it's evil and it's filled with such hate and venom. Now, you are suddenly the moral bastions of YouTube. I don't want, if I belonged to the community that you people belong to, I would feel ashamed.
Well, you weren't ashamed when you sat on that panel the other day while they were doing exactly what you're describing right now to me.
And to then point a finger at somebody, it's very easy to point a finger at Brian because he's about the only male that actually stands up and isn't afraid of these nagging hags and these bastions of morality
that you sat on the panel with while they were doing it.
Yeah, he goes overboard, and I would really like him to be able to go at these people with a lot less cursing than he does.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all I'd like to change about him. Not even change, just get him to filter a little bit more, that's all. Not for my sake, not for anybody's sake, but his. Because the off-the-cuff outbursts that he has bring more trouble to him, okay, from woman.
Because I'm a man. That's the only reason.
Than anything else. They don't even listen to what he is saying. All they can hear is the curse words. Not the hell he has been through that brings him to this horrible place, okay, where he is so angry. No, they don't look past that. But then they want you to look past their anger and feel sorry for them and pity them and support them and all this kind of business, okay? But they don't want to use that same yardstick, okay, when it comes to somebody else. And filth that these creators are whipping up. I mean, it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, none of you have got minds of your own, okay, to go and listen to this man and look at the videos that he's made. He's got hundreds of them. Listen to it. Listen to what he has to say. Look past the cursing words, because you know what? They're just frigging words. Look past it. That you use most probably when you're angry, but that's okay because that's you. You're a woman, you're allowed to do that. Sorry. No. If you attack somebody in anger with cursing, and that somebody is a male, and you expect him not to retaliate, then I don't know. Seriously, I don't know what world you've been living in. I don't. Because I know that if I go for a man swearing and cursing and insulting and everything, listen, when I turn around and I say to a man, you dickhead, what do you think he's going to do back to me? Oh, thank you, Sally, that's so sweet of you. I know how to bring a man to his knees with words. You insult his dick and all his private area. Okay.
God. Not
Do you know what?
Not that man's hung
He's
like a
going to come
horn.
back at you. He's going to come back at you. Exactly the same way as you did to him.
That's right.
And then you went, oh, he called me. He called me a whore. He called me a bitch. Oh. But you've just insulted his family jewels, okay, to the moon and back. And added a few extra tickles and slaps around and things like that. Not physically, I mean with words. And then he turns around and he says, you sound like a whore, stop acting like a whore, or you whore. And you, oh. Come on, please. Shame on any of you women who are rushing around behind creators in a lynch mob. You wouldn't like it if it was done to you. Don't do it to others. Bryan is Bryan. You don't like him? Move on. You don't have to be nasty. You don't even have to say anything. Move on. And you need never ever click on any of these videos ever again. There's no need to leave a nasty comment. There's no need to say nasty things. Just move on. YouTube is huge. There are places that you never ever imagined. And more videos that you can click on. And there's no need to leave nasty comments. Nobody wants to know. Stay away from him if you don't like him. Don't lynch him. Don't bully him. Stop it. And don't give out as a woman, okay? And expect to be treated like porcelain dolls when what you are is Guttersluts. Okay. Think about that. And don't give out as a woman, okay? And expect to be treated like porcelain dolls when what you are is Guttersluts. Okay. Think about that. And no, I'm not turning my back on Bryan. Think about that. And no, I'm not turning my back on Bryan. 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 Not in a million years. Think about that. And no, I'm not turning my back on Bryan. Not in a million years. Me, with everything you've got. Sweethearts, I fought bigger and more dangerous battles than a bunch of vindictive gutter sluts.
No, I can do it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay, and put a good.
I'll ask Laura where she got hers from.
Wish.com.
Yeah.
Tracy says we make memes. He makes war. Makes sense. Exactly.
Yeah.
You're so right,
I
Tracy.
make memes, and he doxes me.
Yeah.
Think about what happened when a guy called him poopy pants. Okay.
Poopy pants, poopy pants.
My
You
son
got
knows that. He
poopy
does all the
pants.
time.
He
Yes.
called the police
Just
on the live stream.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Poopy
Do we
pants.
remember when Brian was being treated the right way by Real? Do we remember that? And what did Brian do? He suddenly became a Christian.
Yeah. Cried like a bitch. Cried like a little bitch.
Yep. And then decided to become a Christian because he was going to hide under the mantle of Christianity to commit dirty deeds.
I wonder if he sees my family under that mantle. Because they do that too. They hide
What
under
would Jesus do, Brian? What would Jesus do?
Oh, jeez. Wendy, I wanted to share a story with you.
Okay.
Because a couple of months ago.
They are. But Brian, stay out of women's business. Giving birth was never your fortitude, okay? And breastfeeding, well, you might have droopy boobs, okay? But they certainly don't produce anything that a baby can be nourished.
He
So
just said his
stay out of
name
it.
coming.
Just stay out of it. And, you know, get off Wendy's back. I mean, you're acting like a tick. And that's all you are. You're a parasite. Just stop it. Oh, man, I'm so tired of these people. I really am.
Same.
He's mad because we all find him to be absolutely repulsive.
Thank you, Jennifer Lynn. She says the first day I was home. Hold on, let me put this up.
Wow.
No, sweetheart. He's got an extra urethra. Oh, I can't imagine that. Well, go speak to his pediatrician.
People are so dumb, I swear to God.
So, I mean, people are sick. I tell you, it doesn't matter. They are. But, Brian, stay out of women's business.
Before we go anywhere.
And then, listen to this. Then he was born with an extra urethra. Story, I peed myself laughing about it because, I mean, I could just imagine it.
Right. And people
Okay.
can relate. It's a funny story 24 years
Exactly.
later.